260. Heavy Zercher night. These at the moment are my squat variation of choice. I'm just trying to put some effort and energy in. So I hit 260 just then for 5. Leg strength's good. It's just really hard. It's really hard. Hard to hold. Very painful on the arms. And it just folds you over. But I make it sound bad. It's a great exercise and I absolutely love it. But it's just, you just have to be brutally strong. You really do just have to be brutally strong to do them. And that's what I'm just trying to do. I want to get stronger. I've been doing this for 30 odd years and I'm still striving to get stronger. It's probably diminishing returns at my age, but you know, at almost 47 years of age, I'm still just trying to hold on to whatever size and strength I've got left. And I find doing things, you know, you squat, you bench, you dead, you military press, Zerchers, heavy rows, those are just a great way of maintaining a decent amount of size and strength. And I've never shirked away from them, I've never left them over the course of 30 years. And I will keep on doing them as long as I can. Because we're all battling Father Time, I'm battling Father Time. But you know, we live to fight another day. So I'm going to try and match my personal best. Hopefully you guys saw my last leg video where I worked up to 280. So I'm going to just try and hit 280 again. I might even throw a chain on and get a PB. Shall I do that? Yeah. I'm going to hit 280 and a chain. I'll probably just throw one of my small chains on. But that will still give me towards 290 total. Certainly more than 280, I have no idea what it'll be. But it's gonna be heavy. And it's gonna be painful, and I'm gonna love it. Well, that was fun. It moved. So that was 280 and a chain, which is a PB, so not bad. But it was so heavy. I hadn't got the strength to walk it back on. I could feel number 3 was really going. I was battling to stay upright. But again, it's a wonderful exercise. So I am not sure how much that is in total in terms of how much chain was off the ground. I can say with certainty it was more than 280. The chains at full extension are 7.5 kilos each. I wasn't getting the full chain, so, but I'd imagine it'll be something like 285, 290, thereabouts. Hard to say. Accommodating resistance is really good. It's just a great way of making things a little bit heavier, but a little bit lighter at the bottom, a little bit heavier at the top. But that was heavy. My arms are going to be hurting me for a while. night rather than leg night. Anti-fragile night. It's so important, guys, to be strong. Like in real life, it really, really is so important. Some people might watch this and say, Mark, you're insane. Why are you doing those Zerchers? Why are you doing those crazy deficit deadlifts and things? It just prepares you for life. I had a scenario very recently, literally within the last few days, and it's happened a couple of times. I've got a neighbour of mine who's suffering from very ill health. He had a stroke relatively recently, within the last few months. And I've been helping him out here and there because he struggles to get around. And I literally was in the middle of training, yesterday in fact. And his wife gave my wife a call and said the poor guy had a bit of a fall, and he'd basically fallen on the stairs. And he's quite a big guy. He's quite a big guy. And I went over to help out, and I literally had to pick him up and get myself in a really awkward position and pick him up, carry him up the stairs, and then like help him into his bedroom, help him onto his chair, and just basically lug him around because unfortunately, you know, he's suffering a little bit at the moment. So his legs aren't working as well as they once could. But one, that's just being a decent person and being a good neighbour. But two, things like this actually prepare you for life. I didn't have my lifting belt on. I didn't have the option of saying, you know, oh, can you move here? Can you move there? No, I literally had to bend down and get at a really weird angle like that and physically pick him up and carry him backwards upstairs and then carry him into his bedroom. And he was a completely dead weight. And as I said, he's a reasonably big guy. So anti-fragile training is important. Things like Zerchers, things like deficit deadlifts, put yourself in awkward positions, pick up something weird and carry it. And as I said, take away the muscular benefits and all of that kind of stuff. Literally, it just prepares you for life, I promise you. Right, I've just done 300 kilos, felt good, felt very good. So I'm gonna go to 340 for my top set. So I find deficits are great, just generally speaking, for us as a support exercise for my full deadlift. But I really like throwing them in as a support exercise, but I really like throwing them in on leg days as well, because I really find they activate my hams and glutes a lot, even though I push my feet through the ground traditionally, like I would with a traditional deadlift. Just that extra range of motion, for me personally, with my dimensions, I find it really helps build the hamstrings, glutes, lower back. And as I said, it just makes you bulletproof. It just makes you strong. So 340 was okay. 340 wasn't too bad. So I thought that was going to be my top set, but I think I've got a little bit more in the tank. I don't feel too bad on those. So I'm going to try 360 for my top set, which will be pretty good. That'll be pretty good. The goal is to get to as close to 5 reps as possible. But if I get a triple or more, that'll be perfect. As I said, this workout has kind of transitioned from a leg orientated session into a anti-fragile, bulletproof yourself, be strong session. And I'm just enjoying picking up heavy stuff. Enjoy what you do, people, enjoy what you do. I've said it before, even though I do sell programs, if you're looking for one, come and see me. Bespoke training programs, no ChatGPT. But even though I sell programs and do programs for people, sometimes you have to just say no to the program and go with your guts and just enjoy what you're doing. Okay, that's the end of the session. 360 was nice, can't complain. Haven't done very heavy deficits for a few weeks, so 360 was good. I would say I'm probably, if I was to really go for it, I reckon I could probably get 380. Maybe for a single, maybe a double. 360, I got 5, but there was a little bit more left in the tank. I reckon I could have probably got another couple. I'm quite deceptive when I lift. I do my best to put on kind of a poker face. So a lot of the time it's quite difficult to tell whether I'm straining or not. It was something I just learned many years ago. Switching off pain. Well, not switching off pain, that sounds a bit weird. But just not concentrating on pain, distracting yourself. So when people often watch my videos, they're like, oh God, you look like you've got 10 left. Not at all. It's just I've got the ultimate poker face. It's, I would say to you guys, training is almost as mental as it is physical. It really is. If you are concentrating on how much it hurts, if you're concentrating on how uncomfortable you are, your brain, your body will just give out. But if you do your best to convince yourself that it is light, do your best to convince yourself that it doesn't hurt, you can often get a little bit more out of it. And one of the greatest telltale signs is the face. The face shows pain, the face shows expression, the face shows emotion. When I was growing up, I loved athletics on top of lifting and everything like that. And the #1 runner in Britain was a guy called Linford Christie. Some of you will remember him. Some of you older guys out there will remember him. And he was the #1 runner in Britain, 100 meter runner. And I remember seeing an interview with him back in the 1980s, this was, and him talking about when he runs and when he sprints. And often when you look at something like a race, 100 meters, 200 meters, whatever, 400 meters, is it the person who's going and really tight and tense who is winning? Or is it the person who is often looking a little bit more relaxed? Look at Usain Bolt in more recent times, the fastest man of all time. When you saw him at his best, was he like that, or was he relatively relaxed? And often you'll see that in the facial expressions. The great Michael Johnson, 400 meter champ, 200 meter champ from the 90s. was also a huge advocate of this, and it's like the mentality of it, and you can apply it to anything. So they applied it to running, I apply it to lifting. Do your best to be emotionless, because the face is like the key to everything. Put on your poker face. Don't get me wrong, you can't help veins bulging out your face, but I personally have never found great comfort in screaming, shouting, and getting really emotional with training. You have it all going on in your head, and it works for some people, but like psyching themselves up, head-bucking walls and getting slapped and stuff like that. If it works for you, cool, it works for you. But for me personally, with my personality type or whatever, that has never worked at all. I like to stay reasonably calm, reasonably controlled, and I do that before training, before I've done a set, and I do it, or try my best to do it whilst I'm executing the set. Don't get me wrong, here and there, the adrenaline will escape, the little monster will escape, and of course you're going to let out the odd growl or whatever, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But for me personally, I genuinely find the noise and the theatrics and all of that kind of stuff often for me distracts me, and I feel like I'm wasting energy. So maybe give it a try. If you are someone that gets really psyched up, try keeping it in, try bottling it up a little bit, and then just letting it go during the set. But you don't have to let it go by screaming and shouting. Just keep it inside, keep it controlled. And as I said, it works for me. It works for me. Right, so that is the end of the workout anyway. So Zercher squats worked up to 280 plus a chain for a triple, and then got up to 360 deficit deadlift for a good set of 5 as well. So can't complain about that. Going to get some nice DOMs tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to go and tidy up because I have got a client in about 15 minutes and I've got a lot of weights to put away, because the difficulty with being reasonably strong and lifting pretty big weights is you have to put your stuff away afterwards. Anyway, if you've taken the time to watch this video and you're watching for the first time, thank you very much. Hopefully you like what you saw. I'd really appreciate it if you could give me a sub, give me a like. It helps the algorithm. You guys will have seen my channel's grown a little bit recently. I think I'm 1,030 something subs now, which is great. But my views are down. Apparently it's a big thing with YouTube at the moment. A lot of people's views are down. But a lot of my videos are not even getting anywhere near 100 views anymore. And in days gone by, I was averaging 300, 400, whatever. A good video might get 1,000. My YouTube shorts get a few hundred. But my longer format stuff is getting really low views. So if you are new to the channel, I'd appreciate a like and a sub. That would be perfect. Also, if you are old to the channel, I am uploading regularly. I know I've had a couple of you recently say that I've just popped back up on your algorithm. They thought I'd disappeared, and because I'm a small channel, a lot of people forget my name. So Red Hulk Atkinson, CM Fitness. So if you do a search of Red Hulk Atkinson, I will pop up somewhere and find the channel. But I upload pretty regularly. I try and do a couple of videos at least a week, sometimes 2 to 3 videos a week, and I try and throw a YouTube short or 2 on there as well. So I am uploading. But like I said, the algorithm doesn't really like small channels that don't gossip. I need to start channeling my inner Greg Doucette and start chatting rubbish about people, and then maybe I'll get a few views. But no, it's not me. I love lifting. I love talking about lifting, and I love lifting heavy things, and I enjoy helping people and engaging with people about lifting, because lifting is awesome. So unfortunately, I can't sell my soul at this point. Anyway, you guys take care. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit notifications, all that good stuff. Train hard. Have a good week. Speak to you soon.